Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all genders in between and outside. I don't discriminate. I like everybody. Welcome back to round 3 this time of the Top Tech Productions Modern FNM at GameSwap Mason. We have a colorful round for you tonight.
Mark, can you be a little more boisterous? Okay.
So we got Luke Browning again, once again.
Can you introduce yourself?
Oh, excuse me, I'm Mark Larson.
And I'm Adam Sarosi.
Fuck him.
Quarter.
Oh, damn.
Quarter.
God. I'm so bad at this.
That's a $1.50, Mark.
For those keeping track at home, we apparently have a swear jar. I gotta throw a quarter in every time. I'm not very good at
not cussing
swearing sometimes.
So
this is family stream, so we can't curse.
Yeah, it looks like we got Luke
So
Browning.
we got Luke. I specifically requested this match because Luke dominated so handily last round.
We wanted to see.
I'm excited to see what Hunter can do against him because he has a completely different strategy, something that you don't see very often in the modern format. He's basically playing a weird variation of
Saheeli Copycat?
Yeah, Saheeli. No, it's basically like Kiki Chord, but it has Saheeli and Felidar Sarvin in it.
Is he
he
playing 2 combo decks smashed together?
No, because even better, he's also playing in his 5-color control deck or combo deck, playing 4 Seraph Sanctum or Seraph Sanctum, which is a land that comes into play. You gain a life or something like that, but it taps for colorless. The most important part of it, though, is when an angel enters a battlefield under your control, gain a life. So with Felidar Sovereign plus Restoration Angel, you can blink each other back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and gain infinite life.
Felidar Guardian is what she's saying.
Did I say Felidar Guardian? Oh, excuse me.
Felidar Guardian is the cat.
Felidar Sovereign is a different Magic card.
Felidar Sovereign is terrible. It's a 4/6 Vigilance with lifelink.
Yeah, it's one of the very few cards in Magic that actually can have you win a game, though. So it's important.
Oh, so it's good.
It's good. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's actively
this
good.
Just in.
This just
Felidar
in.
Sovereign, good.
Very
and
good.
also
Very
not
good.
Felidar Guardian.
Oh, we're off to a quick start here. We got Luke Brandon.
What
had
happened?
With a 1 drop and then a 2 drop.
We're just getting right into turn 3 here.
Very noteworthy in this matchup is going to be once again the Spreading Seas.
MVP.
I mean, they're
His
so
deck
good.
should just be called Spreading Seas.
Just spread them, Volk.
Spread them.
Spread Volk.
Just spread the folk around.
Murder Seas. Merfolk Seas.
Mercy.
$6 common seas.
Blue, green, mercy.
Mercies.
Mercy me.
Yeah. So, anyways, I love Hunter's deck. It's full of all sorts of spice.
Also, how are you going to say Hunter's last name there? Is that Hersko Fugit?
Hersko Fugit, yes. I prefer to just call him Husko Fugit.
Okay. Is that it?
No. Nope. Hunter Hersko Fugit. And,
is that like Alex Gaffrey's last name?
Gaffer?
Okay, so
Alex Gaffrey,
what do we got there? Man. We got a what's the name of that card?
Tireless
Tracker. Yeah.
I actually did. That must be a new card in Hunter's deck. I haven't seen that before. I like it.
Now, Mark, are you still following Modern a lot? You used to
here and there.
Okay.
It's been since about mid-October that I played really regularly.
I
watched tournaments occasionally.
Modern Virgin.
Absolute virgin.
Never played in an actual modern tournament, like a real one.
Never played in a modern.
I played like
that's incredible. It's
hard
to find modern virgins.
Do you remember the old
extended?
No. TCG? I played in a modern tournament there.
TCG?
Yeah, it existed for like a year.
No,
Total
that did
Concept
not
Gaming.
exist when modern existed.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Then it was the old Illuminati.
Okay, then it was the old Illuminati.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean like that, because I feel like these tournaments here at the lovely GameSwap in Mason, Ohio.
The lovely GameSwap Mason, Ohio, where you can come and get a 20% trade-in bonus on your Magic card. I don't even know if that's true. I don't know what
I don't know.
They do some sort of.
Yeah, don't quote
like
Mark on that because we don't actually know the fiscal policies of GameSwap Mason. But that being said, the tournaments here are actually relatively, challenging. They can be. Some can get 40, 50, 60 players.
Yeah, I mean, we had 36 today.
I've been to pre-release events here
and
where
we
there
had
were
a
100
standard
players.
Yeah, no, we cap out on pre-releases regularly.
Yeah.
Here.
So
yeah.
if you guys want some, solid competition, not necessarily.
Yeah. If you're ever in the
Not
Cincinnati
necessarily,
area.
Like a PTQ. Or
Let's more talk.
Yeah.
Less of GameSwap, and let's focus on your virginity here.
Okay.
So, you play a lot of Magic. You've been playing Magic for a very long time.
I took 2 1.5-year hiatuses.
Yeah.
But other than that,
hiatuses.
hey, Colorado.
Shout out to Colorado.
Other than
Anti-shout out to Jeff Sessions.
Yes. We're not going to get political here. Please don't.
That's all the political I need.
Okay. So basically, with the exception of the 2 1.5-year hiatuses, I've been playing Magic since Plane Shift?
Plane Shift. That was from before I was born.
You're older than me.
Oh, yeah. That was from several years before I started playing.
Mark, older than me. Much
All
younger
right, we got
Magic
a Dismember
player.
here. Dismember. Gonna kill something.
Who cast that Dismember?
Luke, I believe.
Man, Merfolk just got all
targeting
his only creature?
Yeah. He could be targeting his own creatures, you don't know.
Oh man.
What? Why did you so hard right there?
I didn't see what the card was. Was he sacking a fetch land?
Tireless Tracker. Oh, yeah, fetch land. So he's got a fetch land first.
Yeah. Was it Wooded Foothills?
Yeah, because he was trying to get a clue out of his dude, I believe.
Sack lands are very good with Tireless Tracker. I like that. I like that.
Yes, yeah, they are pretty good. Feldar Guardian going to come into play, bounce a land. Oh, side benefit Feldar Guardian I did not think of before. That's very cool. Being able to blink out your land so that Spreading Seas is gone. I like that.
He has
smart play
decidedly less Island Walk.
Decidedly. By less.
I mean 0.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Just checking. Cool. Spread him.
Ooh,
and with his minimal life total,
Luke
that is enough
somehow
to get
always
him dead.
has these Spreading Seas, like in the multiples every time.
You know what?
We get a deck check?
That's true. That's true. He did play 2 the first game we watched him.
4
the second game, and 2 this game.
4 in 4 turns the second game of the last match.
If I didn't know any better, I'd call shenanigans.
But you don't.
Oh,
you don't know any better.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we don't.
Shenanigans!
Oh, jeez.
So,
yeah.
Luke with
Luke Browning taking that down with the blue-green Merfolk.
Yeah. A very
which is a little upsetting
because
because Hunter gave it the old college try there.
College try. That, ow. Thanks for that.
Apologies.
Again.
Anyway. Yeah, okay. Good.
Did you, excuse me, did you guys screw with more than just
You don't have to read out loud, Mark.
Apparently the stream is a little quiet, and I'm not sure.
Are we less quiet now?
I'm thinking it's mine, but IDK. IDK, my BFF Jill. So, I'm excited to see what Hunter pulls out of this.
This Diet Coke is wrecking me.
Wrecking the microphone.
Oh my god. I'm not even here. Check.
Soundboard.
Can you get me? Check.
We have a soundboard? Ren, you didn't tell me this. We have a soundboard?
Is it under my feet?
Yeah.
Is this the part where you see check behind the door number 1?
You have a fancy thing? Hold on. Does your mother know about this? Is this safe to talk about on stream?
I think we're the only ones that can see that.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, so she gets mad when we curse, but she gets to curse all she wants.
Did she curse?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah. I don't want to...
Yes, Mark?
I get the response a lot, so you understand that it's just, I just...
Minus the last 2 words?
Right
I don't want to.
Yeah, that happens. That just happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so... Looks like we got sideboards complete. Well,
I'm
no.
excited to see what Hunter does.
Hunter's still fiddling around here. Well, he can do almost anything.
Yeah. I don't know what sort of
It's hard
cards
to
that he
predict
would
a
board
sideboard
in.
with Hunter's deck.
So Hunter like, I want to say that he's going to board in a handful of target removal spells, maybe Wraths or something, that can deal with
I would think
Luke's
Wraths.
boards. But you know what? That doesn't help his strategy at all.
Actually makes it
Hunter
much...
really wants to get a couple key specific cards in play. And Luke's whole goal is just to prevent him from getting Guardian plus Saheeli Rai.
Who is Nelson? This guy seems like he knows what he's doing.
Nelson? Nelson is the CEO of Top Deck Productions.
Is it the redhead guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he's a CEO.
Is Ginger a PC term?
Ginger?
Yeah.
No, you can't just...
Is it derogatory?
You can't just make fun of somebody for not having a soul. It's not their problem. It's not their fault. Oh, Luke also is Ginger.
You said it.
I'm sure Luke has a soul. I'm sure he's an excellent person. Actually, he is a very nice guy. If you ever meet him in real life, he's a little bit quiet, but he's a very nice guy.
Yeah, after that last...
Hunter, not a nice guy. Major roid rage every now and then. He's flipping a nugget over there.
He's inwardly panicking right now, I believe.
He's also
he's
14 years old.
No.
Yeah,
he was 14 like 5 years ago.
He's always been 14 years old.
Okay, yeah.
He was born 14 years old. Hunter
That's
has.
horrifying.
Could you? Poor.
Was he like Benjamin
his poor
Button?
Mother.
Was he like just a hairy Benjamin Button?
His mother just.
Look at that beard, man.
Imagine that's.
I'd kill for that beard.
Room. Some people are surprised when they get their gender reveal wrong during the emergency room. Could you imagine in the delivery room delivering a 14-year-old?
It's he just walked out and said sup. And then he just has you know, that 14-year-old angst too, so he's just over his birth.
No, Hunter, I've known Hunter for a very long time. Since he was probably about
10?
12 or so.
I remember him. He was a baby.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. All right,
so
going into game 2 here. Looks like we're resolving mulligans.
Yeah, because they hate us and don't want to start playing Magic, and they're making us take forever. I think it sounds like...
If that first game is any indication of this match, it looks like we're going to have a short commentating round.
Let's see if we can go to a top view. Looks like the game is starting. Hunter
can we get a top view,
played out his first turn. I didn't get to see anything that's going on.
Appreciate it.
I guess there's a... There we go. There's the... Beautiful Sarah Sanctum.
No, you're good. You're good. Let's keep it on this for a little bit.
Sarah Sanctum. Seraph Sanctum. Sarah Sanctum is a card from like Urza's block.
Was it reprinted in like 8th or something?
No. 8th?
Sarah's Sanctum is from Urza's Destiny. It's the same set as Tolarian Academy.
Yeah, and you can tap
I was
it
very confused why you were saying that.
for a
white mana equal to the number of enchantment you have.
Yeah. This is Seraph's Sanctum. Excuse me for my pronunciation. I'm not always the clearest. Yeah, there we got
It's okay. It's not okay, but
I believe it's called Seraph Sanctum. I could be.
I do like the Lotus
yes.
Cobra. Seraph Sanctuary. Thank you.
Oh
Ren.
my God! Excuse me. I apologize for getting that wrong all this time.
Does he have any angels to proc that more than once?
He has Restoration Angel.
Did you see the shade from Ren? You are wrong.
Thanks, Ren. You're right. I am wrong. Yeah. She's right. She throws a lot of shade.
Just basically an umbrella.
You know, another notable positive thing of Lotus Cobra is you get to make colors of mana no matter what your opponent has on the board. Blood Moon, don't matter. Play my mountain, get a color.
Yeah.
It's great with fetch lands. It helps.
We see.
It makes
sunglasses.
It makes the Kiki-Jikis much more castable.
So, like, for Hunter's deck, is he trying to... Obviously, combos want to go off ASAP.
He plans on having infinite creatures enter the battlefield in many different ways. He could use Kiki-Jiki and Restoration Angel. So when Restoration Angel enters a battlefield, exile target creature and then return to the battlefield immediately. Exile the Kiki-Jiki, it comes back on tap, make a copy, blinks the Kiki-Jiki again, infinite, right? If you have a Guardian, Felidar Guardian, and Restoration Angel, you can blink the Felidar Guardian blinks the Angel blinks the Felidar Guardian back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If you have a Seraph Sanctuary in play, you
gain infinite life.
Yep. Or if you have Saheeli Rai plus Felidar Guardian, as we saw in Standard.
The best standard ever. Yep.
Yes, the most broken standard ever.
Nah, not true. That's fake news.
It has 6 cards banned. Other than the artifact lands,
Yep.
name a standard format that's had more cards banned.
The set that had Time Spiral, the card in it.
Yeah. I don't know if that had that many cards banned, though.
Well, back then they were big on erratating cards. They did functional rules retexting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like
I know
like they changed the rules, but they said that basically like the whale or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, all the cards that untapped lands equal to the converted mana cost of the card.
Yes.
They basically said that they were playing before the rules retexting.
Yeah.
They thought that if it just came into play.
Eldritch Evolution on the way, by the way.
Oh dear lord.
Ow, 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 ow. Alright, we're in. We're in. We're in. We did it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. So they changed the rules.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay. Alright. I'll solo here for a minute while Adam fixes himself. So, Hunter, Eldritch Evolutions. What just happened? So he uses evolutions. Don't you have to sack a creature to make that happen? What am I missing here? Can we bring up Eldritch Evolution so that I can see what this card does and what I'm missing?
Hey, Ren, how's the mic on my situation now?
It's buzzing a little bit, but I hear you pretty well.
Okay, good.
It's very faint. Eldritch Evolution. As you cast it, sacrifice a creature. Yep, search your library for a creature card with converting cost X or less, where X is 2 plus a sacrificed creature's converting mana. Oh, I see. So he sacrificed the Lotus Cobra, searches the library for that guy. That guy has Revolt, so because a creature died this turn, he gets to... The ability happens, and the ability gets to return a creature with, I think it's 2 or less from your... Maybe it's 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So he just returned the Lotus Cobra. So he basically just got an extra body, which is an extra blocker.
So for 3 mana, he was able to fit, like, to tutor that guy into play.
Yeah, basically, effectively. Yeah.
Hey, Ren, if you want to get Nelson, if he's still here, you might want to do that now. But it doesn't really matter to me that much.
Is this going to be a Saheeli Rai? Bring up Saheeli Rai real quick.
Saheeli Rai,
words on it.
1 colorless, 1 red, 1 blue. Has 3 abilities.
Yep. One of them is a plus, one of them is minus, the other is minus a lot, I'm going to guess.
Some would say ultimate?
Yeah, I believe it is card type Planeswalker. Don't quote me.
Thank you very much, Ren.
+1, scry 1. Do 1 damage to each opponent.
-2, create a token.
-2, create a token that's copied artifact.
-7, no one's ever used that ability in the history of Magic.
In the history of Magic has been declared. So he's going to use Saheeli to create a token of... Did he make it?
Oh my.
I'm assuming he made a copy of Lotus Cobra, fetched a land, and then with the 2 mana he got from the 2 Lotus Cobras and the 2 mana he has to play, had 4 mana that he can then cast the Feldar Guardian, which then blinks Saheeli Eye, -2 on the Feldar Guardian, blinks Saheeli Eye, -2 on the Feldar Guardian, and assuming Luke has no way to stop this, which doesn't look like he does, Hunter is going to take this game.
Woo!
With an arbitrarily large number of Feldar Guardians.
Back in the game, boys and girls.
Oh yeah, Adam's back in the game, unfortunately. Oh, God.
I was talking about Hunter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that was a...
I would just like to take this time
Hunter utilized the abilities of Lotus Cobra very effectively that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. He
very
used
nice.
I
have no idea what it's doing. I would like to apologize for the microphone situation. Seems we have a frayed wire or something. It's really causing this super violent feedback.
You don't touch anything. We got it to stop.
Oh, careful. Oh. It's my end.
Ah! God, this stream is the worst. Oh, it stopped.
Wait. I gotta untangle this shit. This is why it's
Thank
doing this.
you.
Also,
Yeah, you are tangled. Let me see if I can. You're not connected and it's still making. Probably does nothing to do with this thing.
No, it's not. It's just.
Yeah,
We're not doing anything. It just starts
Oh,
doing.
There you go. You're on. You're live. Can you hear? Can you hear me now?
I can.
Good.
I would like to again apologize to anyone listening.
Yeah,
that
anybody
was,
with ears,
yeah,
really.
Sorry, everyone except Jarrett.
Anybody that doesn't have us muted, which most likely is
come on,
most everybody.
Why would you mute this?
I mean, how many viewers do we even have anyway?
I don't even know how to read that.
80? 80 idiots want to listen to us tonight? This is out of control. I am flattered. I love all 80 of you.
Oh, man.
I hope all of you like to follow. Oh, no! Fuck this mic and it's still making noise.
Why?
I don't think it has anything to do with this being plugged in. I think it has to do with some wire cord. It might have to do with this.
I think it's because you keep picking it up.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It does it when we don't
yeah,
pick it
because
up.
he'll like hold on to it.
Perfectly
Nothing.
still.
Right.
Yeah.
Tape it to the table?
Well, that's the
No,
thing.
that's not even it. I think that we're holding it still doing nothing and it still starts making noise.
I think there's a wire loose somewhere.
I guess.
It's a known issue. It'll get fixed.
No, Mark, leave it alone. It's okay.
I just want something to make it stay still.
Shh. All right.
Hush now, young one.
I bet our viewers just went from 80 to like 0.
No tears, just dreams.
Why are there gray type cards? I don't know what this question means.
All right.
Sorry. Okay, getting back
Hopefully
into
our
this.
technical difficulties are solved.
Yeah, I'm not holding breath, but there's a cable connecting mine and my lovely co-host Mark's headsets together, so we can not only hear the gameplay, but we can hear each other.
And every time
Adam
Adam touches it,
no,
ruins my life.
and 80 other people's lives.
And 80 and 60,
Where do you see the number?
68 people, the red people down there.
Mark?
72 people.
Don't touch. It went from 80 to 72. It went from 80 to 68 because of that garbled lightning storm of fury that microphone
Luke
was.
looking at a handful of cards. Hunter looking at
Does
a
he have
handful
Wall
of
of
cards.
Omens?
Hunter does have Wall of Omens,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, well, Wall of Omens is great with your blink creatures, right?
Yeah, it's also probably pretty great with just like the nature of
format?
of modern, just all of modern. There's some number of aggro decks, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
And it's out of bolt range.
It is out of bolt range, which is beneficial, but there are a lot of creatures that get bigger than it very quickly, like Tarmogoyf, Scavenging Ooze, obviously all of these Merfolk.
Well, Tarmogoyf is just dicks.
Yeah, just what's?
Dicks.
Is
I think I can
is
say
that a
that.
quarter?
Is that? Can I get a ruling, Ren?
Judge.
I said Tarmogoyf is dicks.
Dix. Yeah, I'm thinking Dix is a quarter. Dot.
Dime.
Dime. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Looks like Luke keeps. And we've got keeps a 6, keeps a that card on top.
And we're off to the races, folks.
I swear we didn't touch anything at a time round.
We
I'm
got
sorry.
we got a Bird of Paradise. I think being on the play here is pretty bad for Hunter.
Yes. puts the tempo pretty firmly in Luke's advantage.
Yeah, just
Luke not having a spreading seas.
Does he not have a spreading seas?
Yes, he doesn't have a spreading
seas.
Well,
I mean, really, at this
disrupting Hunter's mana is very important.
Well, disrupting a forest isn't the end of the world, especially with the Bird of Paradise in play.
That's true. Bird of Paradise is pretty important.
Oh, I can't really see.
I just saw a wall.
Yeah, he definitely has a wall of them.
And I see an angel.
What is his angel?
Restoration Angel. It's a 3/4
blink
for 3 and a white with flash.
It's a what for?
3/4?
I think it's not a 3/4.
Definitely 3/4.
Is it a 3/4? Okay.
It's like one of my favorite creatures ever in Magic. I love
that was another set that I ground a lot.
You know what my favorite part about that card was? Thragtusk.
That card is also dicks.
Yeah, I'm gonna gain 5 life.
And put a creature in play.
And put a 3/3 into play. And I still have my 5/3.
And another one.
And another one. So we're just throwing a dude out there.
All right.
Planning on chomping with it.
We just got some standard back and forth dudery.
Yep. Got me a Regery. It's gonna make my guys bigger. We're gonna attack with both of them.
So is the guy that Hunter played? That guy's a 3/2, right?
I think so.
Okay.
I can't.
I believe he's
see
a
him.
3/2.
I'm pretty sure it's a 3/2. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a 3/2
Renegade
for
Rally is the name of the card. Yes.
Yeah.
It is a 3/2.
It is a 3/2.
So he can trade with the 1-drop here if he'd like. No, he can't. Yeah, he can. Right? Yeah, it's a 3/2. They're both 3/2s. The other guy is a 4/3, so he could also trade with that.
Also, yeah.
Am I missing something? Why is Hunter not snap blocking here?
There's no free things that can happen, right?
I don't know. I don't know if Hunter requires a creature in play for something. I don't think so.
No, Renegade Rallier is straightforward. He does his thing. He's a 3/2. Can you bring up Renegade Rallier, Ren?
Yeah. 3/2 when it comes into play. Revolt.
Yeah. So it's straightforward. There's nothing stopping him from blocking here. But also, I mean, what do we got life totals? He's also at 19, which is
and then the other guy's a 2/1 with +1/+1 from the Regery, and the other guy's a 1/1 with +1/+1 and +1/+1 from the Regery. So it's a 3/3 and a 3/2.
Well, he's got Saheeli in place, so maybe he wants to get value out of it.
He has Saheeli in his hand. He also has Felder Guardian in his hand.
So yeah,
which is very important. Basically, Hunter is just trying to survive enough to play both of those cards.
Right now it's
and
like
not have either of them die.
See, here we go. Because right now it's like go to 13. Next turn he can, Dirt will probably. I would imagine he's probably gonna cast Wall of Omens.
This turn?
Yeah. I mean, why
Wall
not?
of Omens and then Saheeli blink the Wall of Omens.
Mm-hmm.
If he has mana, doesn't he need another land for that?
Yeah. He needs one other land.
One more land.
Yeah. Which he probably has, or there's a good chance he'll draw.
Get.
Yeah.
Yes. Hunter's deck is very interesting because he's got Kiki Jiki in the deck that is like almost uncastable because he has such a heavy requirement.
This deck
for
should just
green
be
and
called
white.
5-color greed.
Yeah, it is very greedy, and he's got those 4 lands that don't even tap for colored mana.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How does he ever cast?
To be
spell?
fair, I think he has.
He also has Birds of Paradise and the Exalted Creature, right? Doesn't he?
Yeah,
Noble Hierarch.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's only got.
So he uses his little nerds to get him there, I think.
Yeah.
But relying on nerds is a very
Lotus Cobra. Lotus
that
Cobra
too,
is very important for the deck.
Yeah. Relying on these nerds is a very fragile strategy because he doesn't have that much protection for them.
Yeah.
So I could see with any, I would imagine Hunter's deck has a very bad matchup against decks like Death Shadow. Just killing all of his dirt.
Yeah. Dudes.
Yeah.
Or Jund.
Right.
Death Shadow doesn't have that many removal spells. They have pretty
fatal
quick clock
pushes
too.
And
sometimes call against command. They don't even always play that anymore.
Oh.
The newest lists.
Again, Modern Version.
Modern Version. Yeah. But
I'm just imagining all the savage jokes I'd be making if this wasn't a family stream.
This is a very family-friendly stream.
So those jokes they're falling silent.
Just like your sex life. Anyway, so Wall of Omens, as we predicted, draws a card, plays a land.
Well, has not played
fetches
a
land.
Oh, he did play a land. Okay.
Gets a land.
Plays a Saheeli, bounces the thing.
Plays a Saheeli.
Bing, bang, boom.
He probably is gonna. So the problem with bouncing the Wall of Omens here is
he might have to upper.
He can easily just attack her and kill her this turn, and he really doesn't want that to happen. He's probably gonna upper, or he's gonna play this
freaking E-Witness.
E-Witness. Yeah, I don't think you'd play the Sahelia Rye at all, just because there's too many creatures on the other side of the board.
Right, it'll just
and
die.
you can't risk him just killing it.
And you get back another land.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah, because he needs it. Like he definitely needed that fourth land.
He could use more mana.
That's why he went that Wall of Omens route. Well,
so
it was his
got a
best
fifth
play.
land.
Yeah, which is gonna make it much easier to
Yeah, basically, I think his goal here is to play
Restoration
Sahelia Rye and Felidar in the same turn, possibly, or play it plus a bunch of creatures so that he can sit back, block some stuff. So I'm gonna guess.
So how did he just play that Lord of Atlantis? Is there 2 islands there?
That's a botanical sanctum.
No, he played a Lord of Atlantis.
Yeah. Oh.
And
when Mirror Readry has an ability that says when a Merfolk enters a battlefield, you may tap or untap target permanent.
Oh, okay.
He untapped a land.
Okay. I was like, I'm counting 3 mana.
So he went blue, Lord of Atlantis, untap a blue source, tap, play the thing.
Mirror Readry is very good.
He's probably copying the Readry. I can't tell. I couldn't see what he was doing. Which means the next Merfolk he plays, he gets to tap or untap 2 permanents.
Oh.
Yes.
The pressure is getting piled.
Yes.
Luke is shoveling right now.
So I'm going to guess what Hunter's going to do here is he's going to play Guardian. No. He's going to play Saheeli. And then if he has enough mana.
Maybe lay your land first?
I cannot read all the cards.
I think he's a little tilted right now. I'd be too.
Yeah, that was a pretty strong turn there.
I feel like against this deck, you just need board sweeps.
Yeah.
Like
so I think what he's going to do is he's going to play Felidar Guardian.
And I just want to know
return a land or blink a land.
I just want to know what's in his deck or what's in his sideboard to where is he just not playing it to play against Merfolk?
Does Hunter not have a blue land in his deck? So what I was going to guess what's going to happen is Hunter was going to play Guardian, blink a land, and then play. No, he can't do that. He can't play.
He's playing Saheeli.
He's gonna play Saheeli. I don't know what that's gonna do for him.
He's gonna blink.
I don't know this deck very well.
He's gonna blink. He's gonna blink E-Witness and play Renegade Rallier. Is my guess.
Yeah, but he hasn't had a creature leave the battlefield this turn. Oh, no. Eldritch Revolution. That's an interesting choice. So he can go and get Felidar Guardian if he has another one in his deck. And then he can blink. Oh my god.
Did he just win?
I didn't see the Eldritch Revolution in his hand. I don't think Luke can do anything to stop this. And if we have infinite Felidar Guardians, how's Luke gonna handle this?
Oh!
Wow! Impressive. I didn't even. Did he top deck that Eldritch Evolution?
I didn't see it before.
I don't think so.
No, he didn't.
I feel like Hunter was playing with it.
He had it. He drew a Wall of Omens that turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good for Hunter. I'm proud of him, young little guy. He's so grown up.
That perpetual 14-year-old with a full beard.
He's such a grown-up 14-year-old.
Wait, I feel like Hunter's coaching Luke right now. Is that what's happening?
Are you serious? Why would he play islands when there are things like Merfolk in the meta? So that he can cast.
He needs to still be able to cast his things, but also he may not play any islands because.
So what about birds?
He also has probably 4 copies of Noble.
What if he doesn't have one of those in play and he draws a fetch land? He just needs to play one.
He probably.
I'll bet he has one.
He probably has exactly one island.
I'll bet he has one island. I don't actually know, but I'd like to ask. Ask him. You're right next to him. Yell at him. Hunter, yell into the microphone. Say, Mark Larson, you're an idiot. I play an island. Or you don't. Or say, Mark Larson, you're an idiot. I do not play islands. 1. Say 1. How many? How many?
Ah, 2.
2? Ah!
We were betting on 1.
All right.
Well, I would have definitely put the over-under at 2.
1.5, you mean?
No, because you can't have 1.5 islands.
No, but that's why you said it at half, because if you have over/under, then if it's 2, you win. If you lose, you win.
You can't have 2. You can't have.
But if you say 2,
Mark, you can't have a half.
Then that means that if there's 2 islands, nobody wins. You dummy. Oh.
Yeah.
Adam just showed me a picture of his kitties. They're adorable.
On my girlfriend.
Well, one of them's adorable. The other was an idiot.
Mark, I'm getting peckish.
Chat also makes point about Lotus Cobra. Yeah, well, sometimes it's hard to keep creatures in play.
Yeah, so that's what, if you guys were listening to our chat, we were saying that me and Mark were debating about the number of blue source in his deck for a while, on and off. In between our incoherent ramblings, it was basically he relies very heavily on his mana fixing being spread out over 8 to 12 mana dorks.
Yeah,
which is it's good and it gives you the numbers, but it's a very fragile number. So I think that the number represented by using mana dorks is actually kind of like a false high number. Because I think if you have 12 copies of creatures, your real world application of getting blue mana from those is probably not 12. It's probably something like 8 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you think that's fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also think that relying on mana creatures to produce colors of mana of cards when you have at least 4 cards in the deck is very fragile. Especially it's really easy to splash like one of a color in Modern right now because you have fetch lands plus shock lands, right? Which is a really powerful interaction that you can basically just play like one island in the deck, or if you're playing another strategy. If you have, I'm sure Hunter has at least 8, probably up to 12 fetch lands in his deck.
Mm-hmm.
You just play one island and you can go fetch it. And you only need to play one, and then you
suddenly
have 12 more sources in the deck.
And you have the island if you just need it. Because sometimes you'll be in a situation where your deck could be doing everything, but it's doing nothing because you don't have an island,
Yeah. So, yeah, we don't need to beat that point in the ground too much, but
get your stick. I'm not
the
done with
point
this
is, I agree that Hunter relies very heavily on his creatures for mana and color fixing.
And
absolutely,
I'm honestly shocked that his record is as good as it is, because I would imagine there would be much more interaction, especially with such because Hunter doesn't have any way to, not only are his creatures fragile, he doesn't have any way to protect them other than Restoration Angel,
Eternal Witness, Renegade Rallier, and then Eldritch Evolution, Cortical to get those.
Okay.
To get Rallier in it.
So I guess the deck is better than I thought initially.
It's surprisingly resilient.
Okay.
The only problem with it is if your opponent sticks something that's a big issue, you have a hard time dealing with it, especially a creature permanent, because there's not very many things in the deck that kill creatures.
Does he gain life other than the turn before he kills you? Other than the Sanctuary?
He may have kitchen things in the deck.
I'm just trying to think.
So.
I'm just trying to figure out what he has a hard time with, burn.
So he has a hard time with pointed creature removal plus a quick clock.
Okay, so just anything with a quick
because
clock.
Anything that forces him to take too much time to set up, which it is a lot of decks, right? A well-timed Thoughtseize can stop his combo entirely, and then he's stuck with this dumb Felidar Guardian that doesn't do much, or this Sahelia Rai that's bad unless you have a key specific couple of cards in the deck in play.
So
a couple pieces of removal plus a quick clock.
The Achilles heels of most combo decks is
a
true. Well-timed Thoughtseize or
But instead of oh god, we're good. Oh, thank God.
So just a well-timed Thoughtseize.
Yeah. A well-timed Thoughtseize is good against him, as well as
also
well-timed removal.
Specific counterspells.
Yeah, and as a lot of these Project X style creature-based combo decks that also included in that disruption is quick pointed creature removal.
Mm-hmm.
Fatal Push, Lightning Bolt, probably very good against him. Those decks are a little bit on the downturn though.
Are they?
Yeah, a little bit. So there's a handful of black-green decks. We see obviously Jund is the most famous of the. Abzan's pretty common too, and then you'll see just black-green mid-range every now and then. But
in Modern?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Abzan's probably the most popular of them. Jund is gaining a little more popularity now, but those decks have a really difficult time against Tron, because Tron just, unless you blow up all of their lands,
it feels
and
like
kill
the
them quickly,
format is very rock paper scissorsy.
It's very rock paper scissorsy only if you go strategy based as opposed to deck by deck basis.
Okay.
But also all of those decks that have so Jund has a bad matchup against Tron, right? You can still beat Tron relatively easily. It's a bad matchup, but it might be a 60-40 matchup. So if Tron gets really big, it still chases it out of the metagame, even if it has a decent matchup. So if you play if you go to a Grand Prix and you're playing Jun, and you think Tron is not as popular, so you only expect to see it maybe twice in a tournament, you can maybe expect to win a match against it.
Okay.
But if you expect to see it 3 or 4 times, then you might expect to lose 3 matches, and you can't really expect that. You know
so
what I
this
mean?
is like, it's interesting because like this is my this is my first time obviously commentating on a modern tournament. But also, as I was talking to you earlier outside of the chat, I'm about to start my, my first
Your foray into the format.
Well, my first timid steps into modern.
Yeah.
And so this is actually really great for me because I get to see what's happening a little bit better in real time.
Yeah.
But what's interesting about what you're talking about these deck, the way you go about thinking of the decks is that I remember when I've been looking into getting modern. It seems like the win percentages of these decks, they're only like a few percentage points over halfway. Like you.
Yeah, that probably is.
Like if you see
probably true.
Any given
Modern,
deck, it's only like a good deck has only got like a 53 to 58% win rate because it's just the nature of modern. It's like they're gonna lose to a deck that will just beat their deck, unless they get like
Yeah, like in Legacy.
Unless you have like a top tier player playing.
Yeah. Like in Legacy, Zoo is never gonna beat Storm. Like
ever.
Maybe 1 out of 10 games at most. You know what I mean? Like Vintage, there's matchups like that too, obviously. But Modern, there's not a whole lot of matchups that are just like 90-10 really lopsided matchups. There's matchups that are obviously favored and not favored, but that's the beautiful thing about Modern is the card pool is deep enough and the format is just slow enough where there's options to do that.
Yeah.
Chat wants you to pay attention to it more.
Oh, sorry.
Chat wants us to pay attention.
I would like to say for anyone listening right now, starting next and right now, we'll be paying attention to that. This is one of the first things we've had to deal with, never commentating before.
Oh, yeah.
So I apologize to anyone who's been typing.
I can't even really see the chat.
I'll be in charge of reading that from now on.
God. Oh, God.
You want to come over here and deal with this murder mic?
No.
Okay. All right.
This murder mic.
So
my point.
Glad to hear it, Epoa.
My point being, the thing about the modern format is like, it's rock paper scissors sort of by strategy basis. Like the mid range decks tend to beat the like combo-y style decks, and then like the
combo decks lose
big
control.
decks like Scape Shift and Tron and a couple other things tend to beat the mid-rangey type decks. And it's sort of rock paper scissors like that, except there's so many different variations of those in it. Like even within Tron, like if you go for Tron, right, the most traditional Tron deck is red green Tron. You're playing green basically just for Ancient Stirrings, Sylvan Scrying, and ways to get lands, and red for maybe Pyroclasm or something. There's like 4 different styles of Tron deck. You can play green-black Tron. You can play mono-blue Tron.
That was my favorite. That was the original one, right? I think so.
From the original Modern? Blue-white Tron was the original Tron of Modern.
You're right.
Yeah, where you had Gifts Ungiven
Mono-blue
for
came
Burial
soon
Rights
after
and
that.
Iona. Yeah, mono-blue. Well, yeah, it's been on and off in the format for a long time. It wasn't until... I don't remember if there was any... I think it was... No, I don't know if it was anything in particular that caused Red Green Tron to blow up the way it did. But I remember when it first started to come out, it was like a spicy brew. Like somebody 5-0'd a daily with it, and it was like a big deal. It was like, where did this deck come from? It came out of nowhere. The format had existed for like at least a full year, maybe 2 years after Modern had become a popular format. Red Green Tron just blew up. But anyways, my point about the cyclical style of the format is you have options within it. Like even in your Tron, you have your red green Tron, black green Tron, mono blue Tron. You have Eldrazi Tron too, which is sort of a mix between mid-range disruption strategies and the big Tron strategy, the big mana.
I got a question here. Is Tron a theme?
Strategy.
Only know about one Tron, Megatron. Okay.
Megatron.
All right. That started off as a real question then. Sorry.
And then your mid-range decks, you have like your Grixis Death Shadows, you have your Jund, your Abzan, your whatever, and then you have like your kind of off-the-wall decks, like this 5-color Copycat deck. It can totally, easily win a tournament. Like blue, like there's various other like, near mono blue Blood Moon decks that are starting to pop up here and there.
To near
Those
mono
decks are-
what?
Near mono blue. It basically splashes red for Blood Moon and maybe Lightning Bolt. Is it Charm? Electrolyze? There's not a whole lot. It's mostly a mono blue control deck that happens to have some Blood Moons in it. Blood Moon is super powerful in this format because, like I said, all of these decks are getting greedy and playing a million mana sources. I mean, it's great against Tron, obviously. But there's a handful of like strict combo decks, like Ad Nauseam. I don't know if you've seen the Ad Nauseam deck. That's a very interesting strategy. Ad Nauseam plus Angel's Grace means you can draw your entire deck and not lose.
I'd just like to take this time to say, Adam Old, shut up.
Yeah, shut up, Adam Olds.
For anyone that doesn't know, Adam Olds and Mark are roommates.
I hate Adam Olds.
Also, Adam, I'm pretty sure me and Mark could commentate on the Pro Tour.
Yeah.
For sure. Not close.
Professionally, yeah.
All right. Sorry, Mark. Go ahead. I just had to
I
think.
don't even remember a point. I've been talking to myself for the last like 20 minutes. I don't even pay attention anymore. My brain's kind of fried. You're not paying attention to me anyway. You're reading chat.
I got to,
Excuse
man.
me? Oh, sorry. That's right. It was pointed out to us that this is now part of your job, reading chat. Oh, my God. It's already 10 o'clock. I think I'm going to call quits after this.
Yeah?
What about you?
Is
How you
Heidi
feeling?
back yet?
She should be getting done soon.
Because I could smash some sushi or some literally anything else that's not peanuts.
That's not peanuts. What about some hummus? Could you crush some hummus right now?
Nope.
Ugh.
Allergic to sesame seeds.
What about some...
Adam, this place is for non-trolls only. I'm kidding. We're all trolls.
We're all trolls. You're a troll. You're a troll.
Stop hassling the players, Adam Olds.
You're a towel. You want to get higher?
I am a towel.
Right now?
That's something for
Am
tomorrow.
I a towel? No. I don't have any towels.
I have a towel. Tomorrow, yeah.
No shit.
Little towel. It's like a moist towelette.
Oh, like the ones that are like wrapped up real tight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can wrap them up like that. And smoke weed out of them. What? Huh?